see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Locke. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Locke. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jayon Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 58 to Mike. Hey, orbit! Let's go! 58 to Mike!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Watch out for Hill on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, Sheffield. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Check out! Ready! Ready!
From the 50, it's locked. Finding Gabriel, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll try the left side. Sheffield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
11B. Check. Fresno.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
11 feet. Hey, Charlie. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Luck. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Second and 11 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Don't let him.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, tight.
Here's Trubisky. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Wide, get wide. Hey, 18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken the lead. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
So that'll back him up 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Motion. 58. Alert, 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 alert. Come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. 58.
Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Love. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, it's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Raheem Mostert, 45 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Redskins 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
18. Here we go again. 58, boys, 58.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
You gonna see me? 40, easy, alert. 12. 58's the money. 58's the money. All day,
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3rd and 14.
Check out. 12. Check. 50's the mark. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Alpha. Let's get there. Keep one back.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Pushes him over. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On first down, Bell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, it's Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That second down play nets a -4. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Red, up. 58 to Mike.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Go! Ready! Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Ran, 58's the money.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go. Hey, 18. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
On third down, Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 26. Call. Shift. Chopper.
Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now it's Locke. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check four.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the draw play with Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Blue. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch QB drop. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Drop deep. Hey, ball. 50. Hey, wahoo. Me and you all day. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check out. 90. Pick it up. 58.
Luck on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
11.
To try again after the sack. Luck. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.